A new decade hits, 2020, the year for everyone. Little did we know that we were living in a mirage, an illusion, where fame, name, and wealth was everything. A lot of us were bound by our 9 to 5 routine. Clicking, tapping, making goals for the future. And then when that would get boring, we would scroll to distract ourselves from our own miserable lives, because what we had was never sufficient. We always wanted more and more and more. Further distractions couldn't fill the void inside, and time kept on ticking and ticking and ticking. And slowly we found ourselves lost in this cycle of life, in this void of life, which completely sucked us into this infinite tunnel of time and space. And we would go from one place to the other in the hope to find our real and true home, hoping to find the peace we found on beaches in the summer, with the sand under our toes and the sun sparkling on the water's surface, yearning for the waves to take away the pain and the loneliness we felt. But as a darker period came into our lives, we were all forced into an isolation, and it felt like the biggest storm that had hit humanity to date. We felt betrayed, hurt, and confused. We would look out our windows, and the despair and anxieties we felt on the inside were reflected in the environment outside. People's eyes were filled with fear. As the epidemic forced us to our knees, we all started to realize that every individual's life mattered, because we were all in this together. The black man, the Muslim, the Jew, the Christian, the brown, we all mattered. But as the loneliness became apparent and too heavy for us to handle, we went back to our old ways to defeat the boredom. We were all used to living in this society of facades and personas and masks that we would wear every day to go outside into society and to try to fit in, because we didn't like who we truly were deep inside. So we would try to cover it up with materialistic things, makeup, with clothes, with a fan base we created for ourselves on social media, with friends, colleagues, hiding under the fake reputation we had for ourselves at work, all under the illusion of fake respect, fake love, fake relationships. But when the masks fell off during our time of seclusion away from the world, we started to realize that what we portrayed to the world wasn't what was buried deep within us. What we saw was something ugly, something that was darkened. Our inner and true reality is what was buried deep within. And as our egos came to the forefront, we started to have disagreements, arguments with the ones that we thought we loved. We started to see each other's real faces, being put in enclosed spaces with our loved ones forced our egos to clash with one another. Husband and wife, mother and daughter, father and son. Families would fall apart because we had not looked at our insides for all those years. And whilst this virus made us paranoid and obsessed with cleaning everything that we came into contact with, we forgot to clean the most important part. And just as hands were asked to be washed over and over again, we forgot to cleanse and wash our insides and do the real dirty work. And for many of us, having to face our insides was the most terrifying of things. Years and years of denial, of neglect, jealousy, envy, betrayal, abandonment, trauma, loneliness, inner conflict, self-hatred, arrogance, vanity, bitterness, anxiety, depression, alienation, broken, incompetent, not good enough, useless, old, unsuccessful. As we started taking responsibility for what was wrong within us, we saw a light shining through that darkness, and we knew that our souls were good and pure, and that there was light at the end of the tunnel. There was purity. When we learned to separate the good from the bad and the light from the darkness, we realized that this virus, this seclusion from the world, was all a blessing from God, a light that He shone upon His creation. And on this journey to self-discovery, a lot of us have come out awakened. The lucky ones amongst us are those who have learned that inner beauty is real and true beauty, and that external beauty is just a facade. So purify your heart, and you will be a real, beautiful person. May God bless you all.